So this question has a key word that forces us to memorize a fact. Okay, there's no way to get this question if you don't know what perpendicular means for lines. So there is some memorization that we need to do. And I'll just tell you, so if you don't remember, then the rule is, or I'll just put it here, memorize that perpendicular lines are negative reciprocals. Reciprocals. So what does that mean? Well, let's take a look at the starting line here and try to understand what that means for the perpendicular. Okay, so we're perpendicular lines are negative reciprocal. I'll say slope too. Let's be really clear. Negative reciprocal slopes. So if I have negative 2x plus 3y equals 6, I'm going to get back to basics because this doesn't really mean a lot to me. But if I can rearrange back into y equals mx plus b form, then I'm more able to understand what I'm looking at. So for lines in general, if they're not in y equals mx plus b form, it's a good habit to get back there. So what do we do to do that? So we add 2x to both sides, and that's going to get us 3y is equal to 2x plus 6. And then we divide by 3. We got to divide everything by 3. And that's going to get us y is equal to 2/3 x plus 2. Now the plus 2 does not matter. That is the y-intercept. Sometimes it's going to be a nice number. Sometimes it'll be a messy number. The thing that matters here is the slope, 2/3. That is the slope of this line. And so the perpendicular slope is going to be the negative reciprocal. So we make it negative because it's positive, and we flip the fraction. So this is what we're looking for as a slope, okay? Now, if you're really, really confident, you might be able to kind of, with a shortcut, see what's going to happen. But I really don't recommend that. I mean, look at how similar these choices are. I get nervous, and it could have been worse, right? Even as bad as this question is, there's a harder version of this question where the only difference is the 3 and the 2 and the negative. And so I don't trust myself to not fall for a trap here. And it doesn't take long to actually sort through this and rearrange these equations. So let's just go through. Now, you might have a favorite. You might look at A and be like, well, that has a 3 and a 2, which I know I want. So let me see if I can make that work. Well, we would just subtract the 3x, so we get 2y is equal to negative 3x plus 6. And then we would divide by 2 on all the parts, and you already see it. Y is equal to negative 3/2 x plus 3. So there it is. Negative 3/2 is the slope. So I had a favorite, but rather than just pick it, I proved it. Good rule of thumb in math. Don't just pick, prove, okay? Because we know the SAT is a little tricky with stuff, and sometimes our expectations are wrong. So if you're able to, if you have this fact memorized, if you're, if you understand what it means, then I'm sure that you're confident enough to move some stuff around and form a y equals mx plus b equation. It does not take long, and it'll guarantee you these points. So A is the answer. I'm not going to bother with the others now that I've proven this one right, but I proved it. Make sure you show your work and do stuff like that so you don't lose needless points.